Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me? Well, you know how I normally end the week with thank God it's Friday? Well, in this instance, thank God it's Monday. That was a weekend I'll be more than happy to forget. However, I'm not going to let that stand in the way of today's show. So without further ado, let's roll the intro, get this show on the road, and I'll post the question of the day at the same time. I'll see you on the other side of this. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Monday, the 14th of March, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, we have a world exclusive as MB Crusher adds not one but two new models to its screening bucket lineup. Peter Haddock reports on how Erith has been electrified with a new skid steer from Kovaco. CDI strikes again, this time on a 400-foot stack in Georgia, and the petition demanding a delay on the removal of red diesel subsidy is almost at its first target. We'll get to all of that in just a second. But first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And it's many happy returns to mad-haired physicist Albert Einstein and to Last of the Summer Wine actor Bill Owen. Happy birthday also to the record producer that made Michael Jackson sound like, well, Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, to poet Pam Ayres and to comedian Jasper Carrot, to actors Billy Crystal and Jamie Bell, and to super gymnast Simone Biles. But far more importantly, a very happy birthday to one Maurice Micklewhite, better known to the world as Mr. Michael Caine. And not a lot of people know that. Many happy returns to them, one and all. Oh, and while we're here, our mate Justin Carrigan and his good lady are expecting the birth of their first baby today, possibly while I'm speaking at the moment. So congratulations. Congratulations in advance to both of them, and to I'd also like to welcome little Master or little Miss Carrigan to the world. And don't worry if you can't understand your dad's accent. None of us can either. So on Friday afternoon, when most of you were in the pub, or at least on the way to the pub, I was attending a top secret meeting. Journalists from around the world had been handpicked for an exclusive new product launch by MB Crusher. There was a single French journalist, a single Italian, a single Spaniard, and a single American. And me. The event was so secret, in fact, that even the dealers that represent MB Crusher here in the UK were unaware that it was taking place. So, what was it all about? What was all the fuss about? MB Crusher was unveiling not one, but two new products. Now, those two new products don't even become available until Wednesday this week, but we already have the details for you. The two new shaft screener models are the MB HDS 207 and the HDS 212. The 207 weighs 98 kilograms and is compatible with mini excavators with an operating weight of 1.3 to 2.8 tons. The HDS 212 weighs 480 kilograms and can be installed on mini excavators and backhoe loaders between 8 and 9 tons, and even on skid steers as well from 4 to 5 tons. If you'd like to know more about the new MB Crusher models, we've just posted details of the official press release over on demolitionnews.com. You can follow the link in the chat. It must be, what, a week since those explosive demolition pioneers over at Controlled Demolition Inc. last blew something up? Well, they're back. And as you might expect, they're back with a bang. That implosion took place in southern Georgia, and that stack that you just saw stood 122 meters tall. That's 400 feet in old money. Congratulations to CDI on another job, particularly and predictably well done.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
The petition demanding that the government delay the removal of the subsidy on red diesel is fast approaching its first milestone of 10,000 signatures. In fact, let's take a very quick look to see if it has actually topped that mark yet. Let's have a look. No, not quite made it yet. 9,893, so not far to go. As you can see on that screen, once the petition tops the 10,000 mark, the government will be required to respond. Obviously, they may just say balls, but if you don't ask, you don't get. So if you haven't signed it already, now is the time to do so. That red diesel subsidy is scheduled to be abolished in just 17 days' time. So it's going to take something of a miracle to hit the 100,000 signature mark to make sure to make the government consider the matter for debate in Parliament. Sadly, I'm afraid all of this feels a little bit too little, too late. And that is actually the subject of my weekly column. I'm going to post a link in the chat for you in just a second so you can go and have a read of that. The article is actually called Divided and Conquered. You might like to go and take a look at that. Let me know what you think. I'd be interested to hear exactly what you think of that article. Let's roll this while I put that link up for you.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
Right, you might recall that around about this time last year, possibly a bit later, we at the Construction Collective brought you the details of the Kovaco electric skid steer that is controlled via a mobile phone that actually comes free with each new machine. Well, now one of the UK's biggest demolition companies has added a number of the Elite 900 machines to its plant fleet, and our roving reporter Peter Haddock has been to see them in action. Let's see what he found out.
Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here today at the Erith Group recycling facility. Sean, you have purchased one of these Kovaco skid steers. And full shift with this because you've gone for the extra battery. Yes. That is 8.5 hours, folks.
Now, Peter has actually produced a feature-length video on that new machine. You can find that over on both his YouTube and his LinkedIn channels as well. But to save you searching, you can find a link to that in the chat right now. The chat is absolutely full of links today, so go and take a look. Now, demolition contractors within easy reach of Dover, lend me your ears because this one is for you. Those fine folks at Livingston Homes have set aside 8 million of your finest English quids for the construction of 40 flats as part of a new 4-storey building on Coombe Valley Road in Dover. But before they can make a start, there is a small matter of demolishing several existing buildings that currently reside on the site. And at the time of broadcast, a suitable demolition contractor has yet to be appointed. You can find out more about this project lead and many more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk. Alternatively, if you'd prefer to have these project leads sent directly to your inbox, then please call Nigel O'Sullivan on the number that is currently at the foot of the screen. He is standing by to take your call.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, that should just about do us for today. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. But if you can't stick around, please look after yourself. Stay safe, look after your family, your friends and your colleagues, and thanks for watching. But if you can stick around, I'll see you on the other side of this.